All right, so today we are going to unlock a key piece of the Korean language that'll instantly make you sound more natural and, more importantly, a lot more caring. We're breaking down a pattern that really goes beyond just grammar and gets right to the heart of how to communicate with empathy in Korean. Okay, let's just picture this. You see your friend and they look totally exhausted. You want to tell them, hey, get some rest, but just saying 쉬어 can feel a little direct, right? It could almost sound like an order. So how do you wrap that suggestion in a bit of warmth and concern? How do you show them that you've actually noticed how they're feeling? Well, that's the puzzle we're going to solve today. And here it is. This is the solution to our problem. The Korean grammar pattern 을 텐데. Seriously, this is one of my absolute favorites because it's just so incredibly useful in everyday life. Think of this as your new go-to for showing you're thinking about the other person. So what does it actually do? Well, at its core, 을 텐데 connects two ideas. First, you make a kind of gentle assumption about what someone's going through. Then, based on that, you offer a suggestion. The logic is so simple but so powerful. Hey, I'm guessing this is what's going on with you, and because I care, here's what I think might help. It's that first part, that assumption, that changes everything. Okay, let's break down our original example. 피곤할 텐데 좀 쉬어. You can see the three parts so clearly here. First, 피곤하. That's your assumption. You're tired. Then comes our special connector, 를 텐데, which is like saying you must be so. And finally, you have the softened suggestion, 좀 쉬어, or please get some rest. See, you're not just ordering them to rest. You're saying, because I can see that you're tired, I suggest you rest. It just has a completely different, much warmer feeling. Now for the really fun parts. Let's get past the grammar rules and talk about the vibe. How does this pattern actually feel when you use it in a conversation? What are some of the more advanced ways to use it? This is where you'll start to sound really, really natural. Okay, so this is the crucial thing to remember. This pattern has two main vibes. The first, and most common, is just showing empathy. Like in the example, 추울 텐데 들어와. You must be cold, so come on inside. But, and this is a really cool trick, you can also just end a sentence with 을 텐데 to show you're worried without even making a suggestion. If you look outside and say 비가 올 텐데, which means it will probably rain, the unspoken part is so I'm worried, or maybe we should bring an umbrella. It's a very subtle, very common way to express concern. All right, to help you start using this right away, I've put together a few must-know sentences. Think of these as little phrases you can just memorize and drop right into your next Korean conversation. First up, a total classic, 배고플 텐데 밥 먹어. Instead of just saying eat, you're first acknowledging their situation. You must be hungry, before you suggest eating. It's incredibly common and just sounds so much warmer. Here's another perfect one for showing you care. 추울 텐데 따뜻하게 입어. You're noticing that it's probably cold out or that they look cold, so you suggest they dress warmly. It's a fantastic way to show you're thinking about their well-being. I love this one. If you just say, put it down, it sounds like a command, doesn't it? But saying, 무거울 텐데 내려놔 shows you've thought about the situation. Hey, that looks heavy. And your suggestion to put it down is coming from a place of wanting to help. And check this out. You can even use this pattern to show gratitude. 바쁠 텐데 와줘서 고마워. With this, you're not just saying thanks. You're saying, I know you're busy, and the fact that you still came means so much more. It is such a considerate way to thank someone. Okay, enough of me talking. You've seen the logic, you've seen the rules, you've seen the examples. Now it's your turn to put it into action. Let's run through a couple of quick practice scenarios. Okay, situation 1. It's super hot outside. You want your friend to turn on the air conditioner. How would you say that using our new empathy pattern? Think about the word for to be hot. I'll give you a second. Did you get it? The answer is 더울 텐데 에어컨 켜. The verb to be hot is 덥다, which has that irregular B stem, so it changes to 더울 before you add our pattern. Awesome job if you got that one right. All right, let's try one more. Your friend is running late for something important. You want to suggest that they grab a taxi. What would you say? 늦을 텐데 택시 타. The verb for to be late is 늦다. The stem ends in a consonant, so we just add 을 텐데. You're probably going to be late, so you should take a taxi. Perfect. So let's bring it all home with this final thought. By really getting the hang of 을 텐데, you haven't just memorized another grammar rule. You've actually learned a fundamental way to show empathy and consideration. You've learned how to show you care in Korean. And honestly,
That's what's going to make your conversations truly connect.